Hi, Atticus. This is Katrina, your reading tutor. I hope you are having a great day, and I hope you had a nice Easter Sunday yesterday. Maybe you got a visit from the Easter Bunny, or maybe you went on an egg hunt, or maybe you just relaxed. But either way, I hope you had a great day. Hopefully, you've been getting the stories that I've been recording for you. This week, I have a new story for you called Jessie's Hill. And it's Jessie's Hill by Anne Harth. So I'll go ahead and just read the story. And what I'll do is, I know before I read a sentence and pause and then let you repeat, I think we'll continue that. And hopefully that's working for you. But just try to read along with me as I go through each page. Okay? I know you'll do great like you always do. Here we go. Jessie's Hill by Anne Harth. Jessie pushed his bike into the driveway. Can I come to the zoo, Dennis? Can you ride to top of the hill? His brother asked. His friends were ready to go. Okay, hopefully you're able to repeat after me as we go along, or just read along with me as well, okay? Here we go. Jessie looked up at the steep hill. I think I can, he said. Let's go. Dennis and his friends rode away. Jessie jumped on his bike. He pedaled as hard as he could. He passed Mrs. Johnson's house. His legs were shaky. He passed Peter Potter's house. It was hard to breathe. He was hot. He stopped in front of the yellow house. So why do you think his legs were shaky, Atticus? And why he was having a hard time to breathe and why he was hot? Do you think it was because he was having a hard time going up the hill? Well, let's keep on going. Jessie! Dennis called from the top of the hill. Jessie looked up. When you can ride to the top, you can come. Jessie stamped his foot. His brother disappeared over the hill. So why do you think Jessie stamped his foot? Maybe because he was not happy that he couldn't keep up with his brother and go with his brother and his friends? Let's keep on reading. And again, I'll just read a sentence and then you can just repeat after me, okay? That's why I'll pause between sentences. The next day, Jessie tried again. He jumped on his bike. He pedaled as hard as he could. He passed Mrs. Jennings' house. He passed Peter Potter's house. His legs were shaky. It was hard to breathe. He was hot, but he passed the yellow house too. So it sounds like he's He went further today than he did yesterday, right, Atticus? Let's find out. Jessie tried to ride up the hill every day. His legs were shaky and it was hard to breathe, but every day he rode a little farther. Hopefully you got to read through that page. It was pretty long sentence there. Okay. It was Saturday morning. Jessie pushed his bike into the driveway. Dennis and his friends were leaving. "Where are you going?" Jessie said. Dennis stopped. "We're going to the zoo." "Can I come?" "Can you ride to the top of the hill?" What do you think is going to happen next, Atticus? Do you think Jessie will make it to the top of the hill this time? Let's find out. Watch me. Jessie jumped on his bike. He pedaled as hard as he could. He rode past Mrs. Jennings' house. He rode past Peter Potter's house. He rode past the yellow house. His legs weren't shaky. He pedaled harder. Go, Jessie. You can do it. Dennis and his friends cheered. He pedaled harder. He passed 3 more houses. He was almost to the top of the hill. His legs were shaky. It was hard to breathe. Jessie was hot, but he didn't stop. His bike slowed down. It wobbled but kept moving. Jessie stood on his pedals and pushed. He reached the top. He looked down at Dennis and his friends. They were puffing and panting. They rode up the hill. So Atticus, it looks like Dennis made it up the hill. All his practice all week paid off, and he was able to get up the hill and even faster than Dennis and his friends. Dennis patted Jessie on the back. "Do you want to come to the zoo?" he said. Jessie grinned. So the story's main idea is that Jessie practiced until he could bike up the hill. So what do you think the lesson was, Atticus? What do you think? What did you learn from this story? Hopefully, you said something about practice makes perfect. It's a saying that the more you practice, the better you get at something. So, Jesse practiced every day until he could ride up that hill. And in the end, he was able to make it up the hill and even faster than Dennis and his friends because he practiced and practiced and practiced. So, another question is, what makes Dennis a good big brother? Do you remember something that happened that made Dennis look like a really good big brother? Hopefully, you said or remember at the towards the end when Jesse was riding hard up the hill and Dennis and his friends cheered him on. That was really nice of them to encourage him to keep going and to not give up. They supported him in trying to get up that hill. So they cheered him on to help him. And the last question is, how did Jesse finally get up the hill? He rode his bike. He rode his bike hard and he pushed really, really hard on his pedals and eventually kept going and didn't give up. So I hope you enjoyed that story, Atticus, and hopefully that helps you as well. If ever you feel like giving up, you just think to yourself, I can do this, I can keep going, and you should be able to make it. And if you just keep trying, you'll eventually make it there, as long as you don't give up. All right, Atticus, I hope you have a great day. Hope you enjoyed this story. I enjoyed reading it to you, and I look forward to sending you another story soon. Have a great day and have a great week, Atticus. Talk to you soon. Bye.